Well, another week's gone by and here we are again, Dowse. Good to see you today.
Yeah, and you?
First of all, we've had a bit of time to reflect on the Billericay game, but more particularly the performance, I think. Another 3 points, but how are your feelings about the way the 90 minutes went?
Very good. I think player for player, I think everybody knows what they're about. I think player for player, we know what our team's about. Obviously got a lot of determination. The lads know how to get results. I suppose we made the worst mistake ever for the goal, but we haven't went ahead in home games yet. Everything's been 1-0 and we've come back, and so we've also had to come back. So they do show character. I thought we deserved to win. That's honest truth. I think we thought we deserved to win. I didn't. I thought we were a better team. I thought, especially second half, 11 men and 10 men, I thought we were a better side. I thought we were cramping in their half till we let them run a go Coombs in the last couple of minutes. But I thought from that, we've still got these injuries and all the rest of it, but I thought it was a good performance and the crowd were excellent. I've got to give it. I love the crowd. I got out and a lot of bloke says, "Oh, you seem so you needed a cuddle," and this bloke come and gives a nice big cuddle. I was hoping the girl behind him was, to be honest, but he come he gives a cuddle like and stuff like that. So and I went in the sponsor stuff because apparently I said something about them, and it goes, "Oh, hey," and well done. But listen, what I wanted to do last week to take all the stuff away from the pitch, because it was getting a little bit of a circus. I thought about top against second top. The only thing that was important was a match, and I wanted to try to make sure that everybody was on side. And the only way it was going to go was against me. But I thought our supporters were excellent, and I thought again they helped win the game. So I appreciate their support as well. But I thought the lads were superb. I really did.
Excellent. And the supporters were superb, as you say, and there was an awful lot of them, wasn't there?
Oh, brilliant. I loved it. And it's, I like to say, I've been in the stand when it's been like that. I've been here against all the shot watching the game before when Giuseppe Sol scores a goal, Lloydie Y playing. I remember playing against the great players like that, and all the rest of it. So some of them can maybe join them. I don't think many people's going to join the likes of Lloydie Y and their stuff because they were up there. There's no reason with a crowd behind them and players playing well, and if it gets supporters on their side, which we're trying to do, it can go a long way. I thought we passed it better. I thought we worked very, very hard, we did. So the crowd can't buy it. I always say to the players, if the crowd see you giving it a go, and they see me giving it a go, and they see the staff giving it a go, as long as everybody sees them giving it a go, they'll be alright. It's all supporters. If results will only go against me, but if it see players' effort, determination, they'll live with that. And I think on Saturday we've done all them, and we played the ball and we passed it better. Like I've seen on some of the highlights what Ian was doing yesterday, so I'm pleased.
Good. And in terms of the crowd again, there's sort of two factions really within the ground. There is a faction that would love it if you kick towards the KRE in the second half, and of course all the people who sit in the LGS want you to kick that way second half. The KRE's the terrace, the standing terrace, yeah.
Somebody pulled us on it and said, "Oh yeah, last season it worked really well." Well, I couldn't have worked that well, to be honest. But you've got to get in the head. Sometimes we lose the toss or win the toss, and I think at the minute we've kicked whatever, but we just can't make that an issue. Whatever we win it or lose it, what the lads think. It's not really about me, to be honest. There's no supporters or whatever who've got every right to have an opinion. It's what suits the players at this minute. But if we won a toss and kicked the other way, it wouldn't matter. We just got to play whatever way you win, because sometimes it's nothing about the ends. Whoever wins going. So the wind's going one way or whatever, and I know that's been a reason Saturday because a bit of a breeze then, so you always take that, and so it's horses for courses really. So whatever end, I'm hoping that we'll get behind we've kicked towards that end the second half, fantastic. But also on the flip side, we really look forward to kicking the other end as well, because I can imagine that being fantastic as well. So I don't think there's anything, if we win it, lose a toss, win a toss, conditions come on into it, I hopefully whatever end we do kick out, it'll be fantastic. But I gather there's a little bit somebody pulls you, but Josh Casey's a good captain, he knows what he's doing. We'll have a chat about it every now and again before kick off out the wind and things like that. But if him and the lads want to do it away, I'm quite comfortable with that as well, to be honest.
Is it a sort of truism that if you're the away captain and you win the toss, you always turn them round?
It's not true now, but I think they got wheels to near like going down the slope in the second half, and I think if we had won the toss we might have done that, to be honest, because it is a slope on it. There's not a slope here, the pitch is fantastic. So I don't know how many tosses Josh has won, to tell you the truth, but I don't think you just Oh God, I think it's a lot. I think here it doesn't matter what way you kick, to be honest, because the pitch is great, and like I say, going towards that end, the fans have been fantastic. But on the other end, I imagine them being brilliant as well. So I don't think it's going to make that much difference here what way we kick, to be honest. On other grounds, a slope, and like I say, Wilson's got this thing where we go down the bottom end, and they battered us second half, absolutely battered us. And I thought if I'd have won the toss there, we would have turned it around and all that, you know. So I think you do. Hunger had the same for slope. You do tend to go where you know what the home team likes. I think people come here and they might say, oh yeah, we've won every game going that way, and they might try to turn with, but that will not make any difference to us because we're looking forward to going that way as well. So it's nothing to us.
Right. And looking over the first, was it 8 games now, there are a couple of patterns emerging, I think, or 3, I think. We go 1-0 down quite often.
No,
we win penalties a lot. We must have had more penalties this season than the whole of the last 2 years, I think, literally.
We've had a few against as well.
Yeah, and the opposition get players sent off.
Aye.
Is that a result of our pressure?
I think it goes on, and referees and whatever, you know, like I thought both were penalties on Saturday. I thought Kane was the most unlucky one because he just tried to kick it, and I'm thinking, but I thought the lads shoved him. It's a penalty. You see it on the video. How's it not a penalty? If that is, that is. So, but you do get some shockers where I thought was awful decision against Wheelston when it was never a penalty. But then the flip side of it, it was never a penalty against East Thurrock, in my opinion, as well. So I think there's a lot of that. Sends off do come into it. We've had somebody sent off. When you look at the video evidence again, that shouldn't have been a sending off, to be honest. You know, when I thought Spence was being a bit silly, but when I look at it, I've got to take that back, really. So you can't get frustrated, you can't swear, you can't get really into it. It's just important we keep our discipline. Like I thought we did very well on Saturday, and I thought our bench kept it very well, and I thought the players did as well.
Is there any reason you can identify for the fact that we've gone 1-0 down quite a lot?
I wish I could, no, because we're saying like let's keep things tight. Because what I want to try to do is go 1 or 2-0 up and then try to, you know, we've put Greg up there, you know, for a little reason really, where you know you can't go to try to get we're playing, and it's been working. And you think, okay, let's get off a good start. And I thought the start we made was fine, but conceding again the first little bit and conceding again, you know, against Truro in the first 10 minutes, you're thinking, Craig, you just calm down a bit, you know. We did play well against St Albans, yeah, and we're 1-0 down. I thought that was unlucky. We didn't play very well against Oxford, so but when we have come back in it really well. So the only flip side of that is you do know we can't come back against the best teams and the lesser teams, if you want to call them lesser teams, because there's no such thing in our league. But we have come back against the big hitters on Saturday, which I was pleased about, you know. Yeah,
I agree completely. I think that it's not you don't discern a groan going around the ground when we concede a goal because we've come back from 1-0 down so often already.
But that's in the nature of a beast today, because fans will groan. I've got that. All I was trying to say is groan at me, and all I'm saying, listen, just give it a chance to turn it round, because we need the supporters, we need them on our side, especially here, especially our lot, especially away from home. And I know how important the supporters can be, so I'm trying to put a way of saying, listen, just support for 90 minutes, no matter what, if you can, and out-drown the ones who mourn, if you like. Then at the end, then I know they do websites and Twitters, then you can hammer me and hammer the players, no problem. We're just trying to see everybody being together for about 90 minutes.
No, absolutely.
But on the flip side of it, you sort of saying the same things at half time, really. Oh, here we go again, blah blah. So it's been saying you've done it once, you'll do it again. So it's been quite an easy team talk at half time, because the lads believe we know we're going to get better. We are fitter than most teams, and we have got a belief that we have got players on the bench to change things as well. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's exactly what I meant. That the crowd is not thinking, oh, we've gone down, we're going to lose. In fact, quite the opposite. They're almost not bothered that we've gone 1 down, because we can come back.
We can come back. Yeah, I think everybody has that belief as well.
Yeah. Great. Let's turn to an individual now. We announced yesterday that Paul Hodges has signed a contract for the rest of the season. Can I just clarify the position? Because we had this also with Reggie, where we announced that he signed and did an interview with him, and then a few weeks later we say he signed a contract, and people are getting confused.
So you can sign 2 things in football. You sign a contract or you sign a non-contract in the league. So 2 of them lads, I've got a few players on contract, but I've also got a few on non-contract. And when you're non-contract, you can put a 70 in for somebody. Like I could put a 70 into some players, say if it's in Albans or whatever, and you could do the same with some of my players. So the ones who you really think earn a contract, you give them it. Right, you know. And so Reggie signed a non-contract. We thought he was talent and a young boy, so we put him on a contract. Because on a non-contract, somebody could have put a 70 bid in for him and took him for nothing. Never got to pay for him. And Hodges is the same. Hodges is a talent who's done really, really well. But again, it was, I'll just sign on contract because he's done well. We'll put him on a contract, so nobody can come in for him now. Nobody can come in for Reggie now. And if they do, we've got to pay money for him. Put him on a non-contract, he wouldn't just go. So all he was is he's registered with us. That's all it is. Now that we're actually like Casey's and people like that and all that, you know, our players to be in the season no matter what.
Right, and I'm not asking you to name any names or give too much away, but what sort of percentage of the squad are on contracts and what are non-contracts?
I might do differently a lot of managers because I back the club against anybody else, because if you give somebody a contract, some players got to be careful with. And so we'll have probably a 70-30 for contracts. A lot of players get 20 people on contracts and stick with that. Yeah. I'm a believer after if you knock it down, then we can go and get a Morny Little on loan. I have got somebody in coming Monday, to be honest, on loan as well, from the same club. And so it's one of them, we can do that. And you maybe like we've done, we might get one out to get one in, get two out to get two in. If you've got a bit of manoeuvre, you can do that. If you've got 20 players on contract, you can't do it. Flip side of it, we might lose, for example, I might lose a player because of that, because somebody could come in for that, you know.
Yeah. No, I get that. Okay, and again, talking of personnel, you've brought in another keeper this week.
Yeah, Nicky.
This is Nick Hayes.
Nick Hayes, yeah.
Who was
at Ipswich.
Who was at Ipswich.
I saw him play last year at Ipswich, and he done very, very well. And he just had this feel, so Sam needs to go and get some matches and games and get him on the bench to challenge Bertie. And it's just a challenge up, that's all. Hopefully Bertie can keep his spot. If not, Nicky will take it. Simple as that. Sam can go and get a few games for under 23s tomorrow and maybe get him out on loan a little bit, and I think that's how it should be, you know. So it's just keeping everybody on his tour. So he comes from Ipswich. I've seen him play against County last year when Mick McCarthy was manager, so it's just getting him down involved in the squad. He's been training sessions, he's done very well, that's all it is, you know.
And I believe he was, before joining us, was currently unattached. Yeah. Having been at Ipswich before, as you said. Yeah. And he was on loan at Dunstable last season, wasn't he? He
was. He had a couple of chances to be a pro in the summer, and something happened there, so I think he's a little bit lost what to do, and we're sort of giving him a come along, see how things go. And then, I think he's going to trial next week somewhere in the pro club, but I think he's a good number 2 to push Bertie all the way. I really do, big strapping boy, you know.
Yeah, and he's still only 19, isn't he?
Young kid.
But he has been in the England under-18 squad.
He has, yeah. Definitely, and he has got something about him. I think there's a bit of a shock getting released, I think. But you can't feel sorry for yourself in football. You've got to pick yourself up. So why can you not pick yourself up with us, to be honest, and challenge Bertie for the number 1 slot with Sam going to get a couple of games and coming back. Sam's still much of the plans here. It's just if he's sitting on the bench, he's not getting games. We've got to get him out getting games. And have a little challenge there and change it around. And so that's what I'm trying to do with the number 1 spot, to be honest. So Bertie's just not playing all the time. If he's doing what he's doing at the minute, winning games, of course he'll play. But I want to put under pressure to play matches, you know.
Sure. Let's turn thoughts to tomorrow then. Concord Rangers away. 2-3 weeks ago, we'd have looked at that and thought this could be a really tough test. But they've had a bad time in the last couple of weeks.
They've got some good players. They've got a good manager and good players, and you can see. What players have got, and we've watched him, we've watched us. He's a great young manager who I met last season on one of his dinner things, and he's got them playing, and there's a couple of false results. He'll be up there at the end of the season, no doubt about that. And we've got some talented players on a place which is always hard to go. It's always a hard place to go, but even harder if we've got better players. And so we've had a couple of freak results, to be honest, and hopefully we'll we can crack on from there, you know.
Right. Well, of course, probably the best known player there is Billy Knott, who is very, very familiar to Woking supporters. Yeah. And we have a very clear idea of how good he can be. So I have to hope he has an off day tomorrow.
I grew up, so I've got some Mitson and people like that, and I've got some good lads. So some women players and some players who you like, So the bottom line is, I think it'll be a really tough game. I think they'll be in the top 5 at the end of the season, in my opinion. So when we've talked about them, we've got a game plan. We'll have a game plan. I look forward to a game. I can't wait.
Absolutely. And one final thing, it's just occurred to me that all the time we've been here talking, there's been something on your desk there which is probably in the picture, which we were keeping till last almost as a secret. So perhaps you'd like to pick it up and show it to the camera.
We've got to do here. Obviously, we've got the manager, the month award. It's one of them. It's great getting these things because it's great for the club, not me. I want to see a 75% is down to the players, because managers don't get any awards. It's not for your players do so. But obviously, Martin and Ian were all in the same boat, and Matt were all in the same boat. We've got the volunteers, we've got the kitchen lady, we've got the staff, we've got the supporters in this, we've got the directors, we've got the chairman in this, we've got loads of people who I don't want to mention too many names because you think, you know, I might miss somebody out, but even today I'm looking there and Jenny's in the office doing things, serving volunteers. The cleaners were in yesterday. That's their award, and now I'll keep at the club shop, and that's for everybody, including all the supporters, which I appreciate. Don't worry about me. I'll live and die by results and all that, and hopefully we can get a couple of them. And it's a club award, it's not my award. I want to make that clear. But it is something I would like to do. Do you have anything to sit down here?
Oh no.
Oh no, I'll get you on the spot. Don't worry about that, sunshine. You do get this award, which I'll put in the club shop. Everybody knows who David is, obviously. But you get a manager's award, which you get to keep. But I'm not wanting to keep my things. I've got in the memory, so I like all your dedication, what you've shown over the last couple of months, and all the dedication, what you've done, and you've been to the training ground, and you've been doing all the players, and you've given great coverage. So I believe in the website, even though I don't look at websites much. So on behalf of me and the staff, would like you to have our award. Okay, so good luck, okay.
Thank you so much. You have no idea how much that means to me. That's really, really kind of you.
No problem. So I'm delighted to give you that. Okay, so you have that, and that's your thing. But this will go in the club shop. No, you don't. This will go in the club shop, and hopefully, David, you enjoy that. If I get it again, we'll do the same thing with somebody else, because it is a massive club award. But I do admire your dedication and your work rate. What you've helped me out since I've been at the job.
Thank you. Once again, I can't think of anything better to say than thank you.